Diane in Denmark here. Good morning and rah, rah, rah. It's the start of a new week. Let me just put my pom-poms behind you. It's the start of a new week, which in Flylady land means the start of a new zone. Remember, we're just working through the zones in the house, and that way we kind of cover everything and don't get too kind of lost in the details and never come out again. Now, I know there are a lot of new people watching my videos, and I just want to put down a few ground rules. If you are watching my videos, please, set a timer either on your phone or on your iPad computer so that you're not sitting, for 15 minutes, 30 minutes. Just set a timer, say for 15 minutes, and then after that, hopefully you will be motivated to get on and do something. If you're wondering why I'm standing here about to do a bit of cleaning and decluttering in the kitchen and I'm wearing my normal clothes, that is because you don't need to change into, cleaning clothes or whatever when you're using the Flylady method. Why is that? That's because, one, we're not cleaning for hours on end. We're just spending, if you watch any of my videos, you'll see that I normally spend 10 or 15 minutes cleaning a room, and that is me done for the day. Or I just spend a couple of minutes while I'm waiting for something else to happen, like the dishwasher running or the coffee brewing. I can do something that time. I don't need to be changing clothes. And secondly, and kind of more importantly for me, we're not using toxic products. I don't use bleach. All my cleaners are environmentally friendly. They haven't been tested on animals, and I use very little cleaner because I'm cleaning consistently. We're not doing this thing of like once a year, oh, now we need to get out with a shovel and get rid of all the dirt. It's not like that. If you're following the Flylady system and doing it consistently, we don't need the toxic stuff. So it's better for us, for your health, it's better for the family, your pets, good for the environment, and you don't need to worry about your clothes. Now, if you're the type that, you can't avoid making a mess, go ahead and wear a pinny. It's funny because I never feel like I need to wear a pinny to do my cleaning, but when I'm cooking in the kitchen, I always wear a pinny because then I'm going to get, some kind of tomato sauce on me. But anyway, I'll put my pinny today, just so if any of you are putting on a pinny, let's do that right now. I'll just take off my jacket because it's really warm in here. We've got underfloor heating. It's cold outside. We're just above freezing. And I'll be out for, I'm going out on my bike very soon. But you know what we say in Denmark, there's no such thing as bad weather, just the wrong clothing. I'm going to be wearing this and a woolly cardigan, and then my jacket, and then my outdoor coat, and then my scarf, and my earmuffs, and my bike helmet. So I'll be nice and warm. Anyway, I'll put on a pinny, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Actually, this pinny, which is the one that I've been using recently, that's going to go in the wash. Oh, I should explain to you, hold on, what we're doing. I'm going to be doing, let me set a timer. And I always like to set a timer before I do any work, also because I'm going out and I don't want to be stuck here. Set a timer for 15 minutes, or just a reasonable amount of time. And today I'm going to be doing a spot of work in here in Flylady Zone 2, which is, as you can see, the kitchen. If you want to know which Flylady Zone we're in and which weeks, you can go into flylady.net, and on the first page I think it says Launchpad, and if you click onto there they'll take you to zones and you can see. Anyway, what I usually do is I've got my control journal here, pencil, and in my control journal I keep the printed Flylady cleaning lists. Now, if you're new to Flylady, if you're new to all of this, don't suddenly feel like, oh, now you've got to start printing out, and just work along with me. And the other thing is, if you're signed up for Flylady emails, you will get a mission. There'll be a mission that comes in every day, and that's just a suggestion of what you can do in this area. And and the missions take two forms. It's either something, it's either a declutter mission or a cleaning mission. So it could be, clean out underneath the sink, or it could be you know, declutter a drawer, something like that. But remember, these missions should not take more, you know, some of them take 5 minutes, some of them take 15 minutes, but they shouldn't take any more time than that. If they're taking any more time than that, it's because you haven't set your timer and just focused on the job. Anyway, as I said, I've printed out the lists, and what I do, here's mine. There we go. And I just have added to it. Now remember, with these lists, we're not ticking off the whole thing. We're just doing a couple of things, and then, you know, we can come back to it and do a wee bit more. And as I was going to say to you, what I like to do is when I'm in the zone, I do all the kind of easy things that make me feel like I'm really ticking off a lot. So this is going to go in the wash, my apron, and I'll put on a fresh one. Today, here we are. My aprons are underneath in here, along with my tea towels. Hold on, I'll move the camera down in a wee minute. And the other thing that I can fling in the wash are oven gloves, because they did a lot of work over Christmas, so they need a clean. And our table mats here, I'll pop those in the wash as well. So all those are going to go in the wash. And say you have maybe a little rug or something, a little carpet in front of the sink, maybe you want to throw that in the wash. So look at that, we've already done a few things and haven't really spent any time at all. I've already started in here, and one of the other things that I like to do that makes me feel like I've done a ton of work in the kitchen is to descale the kettle. Oh, hold on, let me get the timer running. There we are. I've descaled the kettle and the coffee pot, and I'm running the descaling stuff in the dishwasher, and at the same time I've taken out the extractor fans from, you know, the filters from the extractor fan, and those are in there, so I'm already up and running. And what else? Oh yeah, if you're in kitchen zone this week, if you're working along with me, you may want to fill up your dishwasher with you know, soap, with rinse aid, and I always make a note, you know, when we're in the kitchen zone, what are, you know, you're running low on it. Are you running low on kitchen roll? Are you running low on rinse aid? Are you running low on, you know, or maybe you notice that the tea towels are a bit grotty, you want to get some new tea towels. And just on a wee aside, just a bit of fun for you. This is the Danish rinse aid, and I think it's really funny because it's called afspændingsmiddel. Now, afspænding in Danish is a kind of rinse agent for the, but afspænding at spænde means to relax. So you can go to afspændingskursus, which would be a relaxing, a course in relaxation, you like Pilates or yoga type of thing. So I always think it's really weird that this word does double duty. It's like, oh, when it goes in the washing machine, it relaxes everything. Anyway, this one is going to recycling. I've got my recycling bins right here, and then they go out to outside, and I normally empty them once a day. So let's get on with some cleaning. Yeah, and I'll do my usual thing. What I normally do is start up top and work my way down, and I work around the room clockwise. So you can join in with me and doing what I'm doing. Otherwise, take one of the Flylady missions and do that. But just, you know, work along with me, please, people. So anyway, I've got my feather duster on a stick, and I like this because you can go up and you can go down. And it's just one of the Flylady feather dusters that I've stuck on to an old pole. And you've seen that I changed the tape was coming off it. Go me on anti-procrastination day, I put some new tape on it, so that's fine. So I'm going to go around clockwise, and I won't be moving the camera a lot because I don't do fancy filming. The aim of my channel is not for you to be watching me, it's me to encourage you to get on and do something so we can get on and do all the fun stuff. Right, okay, so I'm behind you at the moment, and I'm just using the feather duster to go around the edges of the room. And you can also do like the back of the fridge. Our fridge freezer is behind you. There we are. And I'll be giving this room a really good hoover, a really good vacuum today. So don't worry about anything falling out. And if you've got food kind of uncovered in the kitchen, you may want to cover it up if you haven't done this for a long time, because there may be bits falling down from the ceiling. But I do mine on a regular basis. Right, oh, that's just a wee bit from the feather duster. And then I can get right up here. Some skylight. There we are. And in the corners. And you can also use your feather duster like this to get the top of the skirting boards, or the baseboards as you say in American English. Right, here we are, that's me done. Not too bad today, not many spiders. And I'll give this a shake outside once we're done. Right, so that's that done. And then I think I'm going to, what shall I do? Oh, sorry, that was just the feather duster, don't worry about that. What shall I do? I'm just going to pick something at random. Okay, I'm going to wipe down the countertops. I'm just going to take a Flylady cloth for that. I've got a wee bit of kitchen cleaner. And remember, when you're cleaning the countertops, you don't need to take everything off. Just move it to the side, wipe down, get any crumbs at the back. And that will keep us going. And there's not much here, because I try and keep the surfaces clear. And usually, when I'm doing my cleaning, I don't watch YouTube. It's funny, I never watch any YouTube stuff. Well, if I watch YouTube, it's normally for some kind of music. But normally when I'm doing my cleaning, I listen to music. I've got my good music going on, and quite often I've got my cordless headphones, so I can kind of bop around. Hold on, that's the dishwasher. Woo-hoo! That's that done. There. Oh, and I'll tell you what I should have put in. I should have put in my little sink caddy. But I tell you what, that will go into the dishwasher for next time, so that can go in. And that will get a little spa treatment and get that clean. Right. Here we go. And as I say, if you're, when you start off with Flylady, if you're new at Flylady, please don't do that thing of feeling like you have to clean everything to within an inch of its life. The whole point is that, if you don't get it this week, we'll be coming around to this zone before you know it. I mean, please chime in if you've noticed that too. It's like, oh, we were just cleaning in here recently. The weeks really come around really fast. So you don't need to worry if you haven't got everything done in the zone. And I don't do everything that's on that cleaning list. I just pick a few things, do that, and it all adds up. Right, here we go. Okay, I'm not going to show you here because this is where I have the family diary, and behind me we have the bread bin. And actually there's one thing that I need to declutter on top of the bread bin, and I'll show you because you might remember it from last year. Do you remember last year one of my little treats for myself at Christmas is to buy the Italian cherries? And you saw last year I had the blue jar, and at the end, I had eaten them. I like to eat a couple of them every day. I love these cherries. They're wild cherries. And when I came to the end of the jar, I was like, oh, I could hang on to that for... No, just because a jar comes in and it's a pretty jar, unless you're going to use it or display it somewhere, you don't have to hold on to it. So I'm going to eat the last of... I got the red ones this year, the red jar, because it was a bit cheaper. and I think there are about 3 cherries left in there. So I'm gonna eat these once I've finished my cleaning in here today, and then this jar will go into the recycling. I'm not holding on to it. And please don't write in and say, oh, you could use it for you. If you want to hold on to jars in your house, that's fine. But I have plenty of stuff. It doesn't fit in with the rest of my decor, so you don't need to hang on to every single thing that comes into your house. And that also goes for gifts. If you get gifts and you don't enjoy them, don't have them just kind of gathering dust. Hand them on to somebody that can use it and will love it. So anyway, I'm going to be decluttering the last of these cherries today. Gosh, everything's red. Everything's red today. Right, almost at the end here. So I'll just lift your feet, please. Just getting around the end. There we go. Okay, so that's the countertops done on this side. And if you have a lot on your countertops, maybe now is the time to think, you know, why am I keeping the things on the, are you actually using them every day? Because if you're not using them every day, let's get them moved somewhere else, you know, into a cupboard, or, you know, if you're using something every day, like a coffee pot, obviously, keep that there. But the rest of the time, I like to keep, I don't have much counter space, as you'll see in our kitchen. We don't have overhead cabinets, and that is on purpose. We like the light, airy feeling here in Scandinavia because it's very dark outside, especially in winter. Not in the summer, but in the winter. And I like that feeling of space, you know, and especially now I've been doing Flylady for so long, I love that space and that kind of calm energy that I get from having the counters clear, because then, you know, the kids can come in and cook dinner, or, you know, I can do projects, whatever it is. I've just got the space. Anyway, I'll get on with the other side here. Let me just move you around a wee bitty. There we are. Can we get that in? Yeah. Right, okay, and the same thing. You may want to top up your salt and pepper. Just get my wee... As I said, I don't use much product. And normally when I'm wiping down the surfaces after we've had dinner, I just use a damp cloth. There we are. I love my wee coffee pot. This is a bottle of wine that we had open from the weekend. I'm not a wine connoisseur at all. My husband doesn't drink wine. But, you know, when I buy wine, I tend to go for the name or something like that. And look what this one is called. If you've seen any of my Instagram posts or my YouTube posts about reading, you know, I love Cozy Crowns. I love the Montalbano books, and so when I found this wine a couple of years ago, that's the kind of wine that I've been drinking, Montalbano. So anyway, just going to do that. Right, so that's that. Now I'll just move my chopping boards out the way. And these chopping boards, these were offcuts from the kitchen, which the joiner cut in half for me. So I've got some really good chopping boards. And actually, what I'll probably do when we're in this zone this week, I'll probably give them a quick sand down with just a piece of sandpaper and put the oil on it. I've got that linseed oil from IKEA. It's in a previous video, but you know, I'm not getting the machine out to sand things down. I might actually do the top of the table as well. Anyway, it's kind of all over the place with my talking today, but I had a great weekend and I'm all kind of, ooh. So, right. Okay, so we've got all the counters wiped down, and hold on, we can talk a wee bit about this. Here's another thing that you may want to think of, is all your implements for cooking. Now, if you've been watching the KonMari, you know, the Marie Kondo thing on Netflix, or any of the YouTube videos, you know, my daughter was inspired last week when we were watching Marie Kondo, and she actually decluttered the snack drawer that we have and the coffee and tea drawer. But Marie Kondo, like Flylady suggests that you keep like with like. So all your, spoons and spatulas, keep them in one place, because then it's really kind of easy to see how many you have of each thing. And then this is our one, and you may want to take them all out and put the container, run that through the dishwasher, or if this one doesn't get crumbs in it because it's over there, but you may want to clean this out. And I'm just going to check ours, because actually ours are okay, and I keep the other implements in a drawer down here. Let me see, whoop, there we go. But these are the ones that I use when I'm over there. And I've got, now this is a funny looking spoon, but my son made this, gosh, I think when he was in woodwork class, when he was about 8 or 9 years old at school, and I love it. I know it's misshapen, it's not perfect, but I love this wee spoon. So that one stays. And the other ones are okay. And I don't know, I like using wooden implements when I'm cooking, just me. But actually we've got 2 of these, and this is not one that I use very often, this one here, and I think this one is going to go out because you can see it's got little cracks, and then we're going to get bacteria in there. So this one is going to go out for recycling, and this one I'll keep because I like those, and the rest can stay. And remember, if you're using, if you've got 10 different wooden spoons and you use 10 different wooden spoons, then, nobody's saying that you have to get rid of them. But just, as I said, keep in mind, if you keep like with like, it's the same with my drawer where I have my dish towels. I'll tell you, let's go have a wee look down there. Just hold on. Okay, I hope you can see this here. This is a wee drawer that's underneath the oven, and no, don't worry, it doesn't get hot, it's all very well insulated. And in here I keep the books for, the oven in case somebody else is using it and cleaning it. I've also got my Instant Pot, here we are, Instant Pot manual in there, so I keep those in there. It's not something I need to refer to very often, but it's there if anybody needs it. And I keep in here my hand towels and my dish towels. And apart from that, I've also got the remote control for the skylight, a couple of extra candles, because we use a lot of candles here, when we're having breakfast in the morning, whatever. But if you have a plate, if you can keep everything in the same place, if you're finding that it's really difficult to close the drawer, you've got too much stuff in there and you don't need it. So you may want to go through what you have of your, this week in Kitchen Week. Start noticing these things. I mean, how many tea towels and, dish towels do you need? I've got my new one from Vibeke, that she, beautiful knitting by her. She did that one. And these were the ones that I got from Vibeke last year. So those are definitely staying. And when I go on holiday, on vacation, and I don't buy knick-knack souvenirs. I always get a souvenir from where I'm. So this one was from Greece, our summer holiday in Greece. And I know a lot of people, whenever they see it on Instagram, wherever, they always think it's a Doctor Who, because it looks like the TARDIS. But no, you can see there, it's a little Greek house and a wee Greek cat. Oh, and here's another one. And I've got my towel at the moment is the one from Nice in France. So. But they will get stained and they will get torn or whatever, and that's fine. And then you use them for cleaning rags. The only other things that I've got in here are old cloths for cleaning, and the ones that go in my mop. I've got one of those squish push mops. So that's everything that's in here. So there's nothing that needs to be decluttered. I'm pretty pleased with that. And usually also I've got 2 aprons, one that's gone in the wash and this one. I don't need 10 aprons. I've got one in the wash and one to wear, and that is it. So anyway, I think, just hold on a minute. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop the video here because I don't want you sitting watching me all day. I mean, it's lovely that you want to watch, but I just want to be here to encourage you. And remember, my channel is not about showing you how to do cleaning or what products to use. It's just to encourage you just to do 5 minutes, 2 minutes. If you're really not feeling it, just do 2 minutes and say, you know, once the 2 minutes has gone on the timer, I get to stop, you know, because the whole problem for us often is just that initial, you know, getting the ball rolling, getting us moving. Once we get moving, sometimes there's no stopping us. And again, that's why we use the timer, because you can say to yourself, I'm going to spend 15 minutes like we did today, and then we stop. And then I would encourage you, you know, if you want to do more cleaning, that's fine. But, you know, maybe do one 15-minute session, another 15-minute session, and then take a break. And do not leave the plate, you know, after that, go off to do something else. Put everything back where it was, okay? Don't leave it looking like a disaster zone, because that's what we're working to avoid here. We're just putting everything back in its place. Whenever you've used it, you know, do a pooper, pick up and put away. If you're doing cleaning or if you're prepping dinner tonight, once you've used the knife, wash it up and put it away, or put it in the dishwasher. Don't leave things lying out. That's the easiest way to get your house straightened up. Just put things back again. So anyway, I'm going to put my things back again, and going to run through some clean water through the coffee pot and the kettle, and then I can get out on my bike and get on my way. So anyway, Diane in Denmark saying, live long and prosper, have a fantastic day. May the Danish hygge be with you, and I shall see you tomorrow. And I don't quite know what we're going to do tomorrow, but we'll think of something. Okay, bye for now.